Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my one block world. We're just loading in, so everything is a little bit out of render, but let's have a look around because I feel like we've come quite far in this world and we're about to start a fun project that I've been waiting for. Okay, there is more land over here. Honestly, I'm glad I did this little expansion. I haven't really been in here since I built it, but I quite like it. This is still one of my favorite areas ever. I just think it's a very cozy little area. I don't know. I need to do more fishing, I think, is what I'm getting at, because this is just picture perfect. Of course, we have one of our main only really farms. We've got our sugarcane farm. It's working slow. I know what I could do to make it better, but right now it's just a cozy little guy. This build it's there, and I'll work on improving it at some point. Like I said, I want to make a little safety area around this space because I do tend to die there a lot. And then we get to our mob farm, which is awesome. We do have my sword as well. Which one of you? Okay, Silk Touch can stay. This mob farm has served me quite well, and as you can see, we do have two lovely little zombie villagers waiting here for me, because that is our next project. And it'll be an exciting one, but honestly, this mob farm deserves some recognition. We get a lot of these just the regular mob drops, which are awesome, and we have chests and chests and chests full of them, and these are awesome to trade. And if I ever want to make a whole bunch of TNT, boy do I have the gunpowder for it. But we also get other fun stuff. We get some, some iron, some emeralds, some gold nuggets, a lot of these pottery shards, which I've never used before. So that could be really, really interesting. I want to see what I can do with these. Armor trims as well, now that we actually have our armor set. My first time ever wearing netherite. Maybe it's time I do some armor trims as well. I think we gotta come up with a fun design for those. Do we have... I know there's a breeze one, which I think could be fun, but I don't have access to that. We also get a bunch of candles, some other materials, a lot of plantable stuff actually, which is pretty exciting. And just a lot of random stuff as well. But this mob farm, like I said, is quite awesome. But... like I said, the next project is going to be to breed and cure, well, first cure, then breed our zombie villagers. I do in the future want to maybe work on getting a whole automated farm set up for it. I just wanted to come up here to look across the land. All this land we've built. See, this is such a harsh cutoff. I think we need to expand it a little bit to go here, and then expand this one to go all the way down here. And then we expand everything to go everywhere. We will conquer this whole sky. It'll be ours forever and ever. But we've made some real progress. And honestly, I think we can be proud of ourselves. And today, with all that being said, we started right over there on the one block. We can just about see the edge of it right there. And everything else has come from that one block. And isn't it a beautiful, beautiful land? I feel like this project has also taught me a lot about landscaping in Minecraft, because, like, yes, of course, flat area, very unnatural, but also, right, we've got some hills. This, I think, is still one of my nicer little hills, and to make it to hide a farm is something I've never done before. This one is a little bit less successful, but it's there. And you know what? I think we're doing good. Oh, I didn't actually mean to fall all the way there. But we just about caught ourselves in the end. Now, last video we worked on our first ever potion, which I have actually moved away since then because I was doing some block breaking. Some block breaking in between videos. We got, the block broken. But it's our materials are looking good. We're looking awesome. But our potion should be right in here, and we've got some potions of weakness. The last other thing we absolutely need is just some golden apples. And would you look at that, I have 2 in this chest. I think I have more everywhere else. But for now, we have 2 golden apples. Honestly, maybe we need to be making more golden apples. Also, I've recently learned that we collect from this block. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. If I'm quick enough. Actually, I don't want that silk touched. I lied. Actually, while I look for this block, I guess I can highlight everything I do. Okay, so all of these guys. Which one is fortune? This one's meant to be fortune. Okay. Redstone gets fortuned. Silk touch because we don't actually need any of it. Dirt we just break. Leaves we just break with our hands. Moss we break with our hands. Coal we do want to fortune because we want as much of it as we can get. Stone, depending on if we have a need for like stone versus cobblestone, usually it just gets fortune so that we get regular stone. Same with all of these. Especially these guys because they also act like cobblestone and I don't want the stone variety. This guy gets silk touched because why go through the process of breaking it and then rebuilding it if we don't need it? Once again, broken with our hand. And then the one that I'm looking for will show up right now. This guy we just do with whatever is quickest, I don't really care. Oh, that one is meant to be silk touched because we don't need that as much because we collect quite a lot of it. This guy gets silk touched because that's how you collect it. This guy, fortune. This one, it doesn't matter. And this one recently has become silk touch. We used to break it, but now we have quite a few of them, so it's become silk touch in my system. And so this is what I do sometimes between videos. I just come out here and I break the block. And usually I set up my pickaxes in the right spot so I know what keybinds to go, but I'm not going to do all of that today because we're looking for one single block. And the block I'm looking for, because I learned this very recently and I've been playing Minecraft for a while, and yet I still find myself learning new stuff about the game every time. So I'm sure it'll show right up, and then I can show you. And then I can show you some diamonds I won't say no to. Okay. And now you can also see why I tend to do this off camera, because it's not a very quick process, but it's also, you know, we've broken this block 13,000 times, right? Like, I don't really care if it's quick or not. We just gotta keep on breaking it if we ever want to get to the end. Well, there hopefully isn't an end. That would actually be quite heartbreaking if this block just stopped working one day. But let me see if I can find the one I'm looking for. Oh my goodness, that actually took a lot. We've broken a lot of blocks. My villager has just actually got some new trades for us as well, which is always exciting. But this is the block I was looking for. So let me clear this inventory because there's just a whole lot of stuff as always. But in just a second, we should be able to see what I learned. Because I think it's important to learn new things and share what you learn with others. But what do you have for us? Ooh, we'll be trading for some dirt. I don't particularly care about goats, I'll be honest. So I'm gonna get you 45 gunpowder. I can do 5 trades with the villager at once, and then that is it. I've learned through trial and error. So let's grab ourselves, like I said, 45 gunpowder. And just like that, we're more than good enough. I always worry I'm gonna get pushed off the edge over there, so I do think we gotta expand that area, but in a second, there won't be a zombie villager there, so does it really matter? There we go. A nice, clean amount of dirt. We'll never complain about more dirt. This is how I get this number up in between videos. But this block is magical, because usually what I've been doing is I've been breaking it with my fortune 3, so I get as many gold nuggets as possible. And these gold nuggets are good because we can use them to make golden carrots, which we have quite a number of, so I have been enjoying that. But I've learned, right, if we silk touch this and we throw it in here, instead of getting, you know, 1, 2, 3, or 5, I don't really know how many we can get when we break this with fortune, instead we just get a whole golden ingot, which is insane, because that's 9 golden nuggets, just like that. Did you know this, Mr. Trader? Because I certainly didn't. And now I've learned, and it is so incredibly awesome to me. So there's your Minecraft information. If you didn't know it, you can smelt the nether gold, I don't know what it's called, I didn't check, and turn it into a single gold ingot, just like that. Just like that. Actual insanity. So that is one thing I wanted to show you. So you can see I do some learning in between videos. And the next thing I'll be learning is how to set up a villager breeder, as well as a villager zombification plus curing setup. Because the other thing I learned, okay, I watched one Minecraft video on how to set up a zombie villager, and suddenly I think I know everything. But apparently, right, if you cure your villagers, you get cheaper discounts. We know that. That's why we're doing this whole business. But apparently, if you infect them and cure them multiple times, instead of them being annoyed at you for, you know, continually infecting them and making them sick and miserable, they actually become more grateful and make the trades even cheaper. So if you infect them and cure them 5 times, you get major discounts, which I didn't know. So these guys are about, and all of their descendants are about to suffer just atrocious things, but that will be an issue for the future, because today I'm just gonna deal with them one at a time. Actually, maybe I want to turn you around. How about that? I don't like Minecraft boats. Hey, don't team up on me. That's not... Okay. Now that we have set this all up, don't know why we're doing this next to my mob farm, but it is where we're at. And it's how it's going to be until I figure out a different solution to this problem. And I set up a nice little home for them. And a nice little sick hospital area, because they're about to be sick a whole lot. Which, it's actually crazy that first we turn them into zombies, then we give them weakness, and only then do we show them some mercy with a golden apple. But we throw this. Are they both infected? They are. And then we do this. This is my very first time curing some zombie villagers. I don't know if you're able to tell, but this Minecraft world is my very first for a lot of stuff, because I usually play a lot of modded Minecraft, or older Minecraft, so a lot of like netherite I've never used. Curing villagers has never been a priority for me. Building mob farms has never been a priority, so this is a really interesting new way for me to look at Minecraft. But these guys are about to be awesome. I'm so excited. You guys won't have red eyes anymore. Not that I mind your red eyes. I think they're wonderful. I'd also hope you guys would get, legs. You appear to be missing them right now, but if you'd like to just stay like this, I suppose that's fine too. Okay, you're still aggressive. That's fine. I actually got these zombie villagers relatively quickly. I was worried it would take a while for the mob farm to drop some zombie villagers to us, but I got these two relatively quickly. And now here we are, and they're about to be regular villagers. Now, what do I know about villager breeding? Absolutely nothing. I started watching a tutorial, and then I decided, you know what, that's a problem for the future. But the future is rapidly approaching. I think we need to give them bread and beds, and that is about all I know. I will also have to trap a zombie somewhere that will be able to infect them when I want them to be infected, and not infect them when I do not want them to be infected. I will have to up my production of spider eyes, because we have a couple. 11. We do have our spider farm over there, but that one hasn't ever really been functional, I won't lie. But I think I can make it functional. Obviously, who can't? But I think we might want to work on making this more functional, because since building this farm, I've actually learned quite a lot about mob farms. You'd be surprised. Oh, this is not where I want to be. That doesn't lead where I want it to go. Because I think when I'm down here, I'm too far away from the mobs and they don't move. So I think I might have to wait up here, but am I now too close to the mobs? And will they not spawn? I need to be 16 blocks away. So let's say we count from here. It's 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we need to be further away. Okay. I've learned what the issue is, so let's see if I expand on this a little bit. Right, we do something like this. We get ourselves a little bit further away. Maybe it'll solve some issues for us. Wow, we're really going back into our old area. I kind of gave up on this farm after it stopped working because I didn't know anything about building farms, so how was it going to fix something that was broken if I didn't even really know why it's broken? But since then, I've learned, and I'm actually, I think, a little bit better at mob farms now, so I feel more comfortable in identifying what the problem is and hopefully going to fix it. I'm a zombie doctor! Oh my goodness. I am officially a zombie doctor. That's my first time getting that achievement. Weaken and then cure a zombie villager. We really are just the most evil ever, right? We're at this point, okay, we haven't turned them into zombies, but we are weakening them before we're, you know, showing them mercy, which is a choice to make for sure. And I definitely am able to build and not continue to misplace my blocks every 2 seconds. Okay, let's see if this continues to be awesome. We build just a little bit more. Because there is, apparently in Minecraft, I've come to learn, when it comes to mobs, there is a radius in which they will not spawn. So if I'm 16 blocks away from something in a circle, then nothing will spawn within those 16 blocks of me. But everything outside of those 16 blocks, not everything, to a certain extent, will allow stuff to spawn. But if I'm further than a specific amount, then the stuff will spawn, but it will not move. And this mob relies on the spiders moving. So I have to kind of be in the balance where I'm at least 16 blocks away from the spawner, but I am less than that specific number, which I think was the issue in previous times I've tried to use this mob farm. So we'll see if this fixes the issue, and if it does, then we're chilling, and if it doesn't, I'll have to go back to the drawing board. But if that happens, I think I'll just open up the mob farm, take a look at it, see what I can find out, because at this point, I have lost all hope. So now we are at least 16 blocks away. Hold on, are we? That's the question. Because I don't know where this mob farm technically exists. Okay. Yikes. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. So what if... Okay. What is going on here? My old mob farm... Oh, there's a spider there. Don't mind me, Mr. Spider. I'm just having a quick little look around. So these are all platforms spiders can spawn on because they are 3x3. They are able to spawn when I am not able to climb up here because it's at least 1 block. And then they think that they can stand on this, so they walk off, which is why we need the spiders to be in distance of walking. And they fall into the water and they get funneled right down the middle. If everything works, of course. But does everything work? That is the question of the hour. And I will say it has not been working in the past. That's not to say it doesn't work right now, but it certainly doesn't look like it's working. So if the mob farm technically starts here, right, then the platforms they were spawning on were like here-ish. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think this area should now be good in terms of spawning stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this area. As awesome as I think it is, I would like it to be a little bit further back so I have a bit more of vision. And this is like pretty much a first for me in the spider farm, actually seeing spiders over here. So that is also quite fun. Okay, we're going down just a little bit. And we're going to close this off, because I'd rather not fall to my death. Okay, there we go. And now I think I'm gonna wait here for a couple of minutes to see if everything works. And then if this all works out fine, which I'm hopeful, then we should be able to start collecting some spider eyes. Now this collection system has never really worked, but we have already some spider eyes. It did work this area in the beginning a little bit, but not very well. So if I just got this to work, then I'm about to be very excited. So I will see you in a couple of minutes. Alright, well, it's certainly been a couple of minutes, and I do believe this mob farm is functional. Is it as quick as my other mob farm? Definitely not, but for the sole purpose of getting myself some spider eyes, I think we're solid. I'll always have to remember to be extra careful about using my sword here, because we definitely want fortune, because we're not getting this as quickly as we get other stuff. But just like that, you know, a couple of minutes, we got 11 spider eyes. I think in terms of getting enough spider eyes to make the potions of weakness that we're going to be looking for, I think we'll be okay. So with all of that explored, I now know the simple steps of curing a villager. Infecting them to become a zombie in the first place I think is simple enough. You just need a zombie, but I'll figure out the specifics of setting up a farm like that. And then all we're gonna have to do is set up a little system to infect and cure, infect and cure, infect and cure, infect and cure all of these guys forever and ever 5 times so that we get the best trades possible. Then I gotta figure out how to set up a trading hall, what type of trades I want, how many zombie villagers, or villagers I need in order to do that, and all of that stuff, which is all brand new and so very exciting to me because I've never done it. So if you have any villagers you're like, you absolutely need a villager that gives you mending, which this guy has, or a villager that gives you quartz or ender pearls or anything like that, that you're like, you cannot miss this villager, definitely let me know, because I've never worked with villagers before. I'll definitely try and do my research to see if I can figure out what I need, but we're gonna take it one step at a time, because that's what this world is for me, a learning opportunity, a place to have fun and explore Minecraft in a way I never have before. So hopefully you'll join me on this new exciting adventure, this new journey as I figure out villager breeding and villager trading, and I'm very, very excited. Who knows what other adventures we'll get up to in between, because this one block world continues to be surprising around every corner. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I always say, any tips or tricks are welcome, or anything you want to see me do in this world, definitely let me know. I do always appreciate hearing from you. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you again very, very soon in this world or the next. Alright, have a good one. Bye-bye!